Let's get it then. Week 5 of the NFL season is here. It's a shorter week because we have 4 teams on a bye. We have the Chicago Bears, Green Bay Packers, who need a week off after last week, Pittsburgh Steelers, and also the Atlanta Falcons on a bye week this week. Welcome back to the Nameless NFL show. We're going to run through our picks from last week, pay some rapid fire respect. We don't want to stay too long on last week, but there's a few games we might want to mention. We're going to jump into our week 5 picks, and make sure you stay tuned for the end of the episode because we're going to have a pick 6 parlay. The pick 6 is coming back. Everyone's favorite gambling segment. Gamble responsibly. Hopefully, boys, we can hit one this year. I think the closest we came last year was 5-1, wasn't it, on a pick 6? And it was me who got the one leg wrong. So, I mean, I could have put money on that. Anyway, boys, how are we feeling after week 4? Let me introduce the panel. Actually, I forgot to do that. Always forget to introduce the boys. How could I? To my left, we have my boy Key, 49ers fan, the only man whose team got a W last week. Or did they? No, they didn't actually.
That's Tom.
You said that in the chat, and I was thinking it was Key, but that was the week before, because Key missed last week, and he was the only one with the W. Or was he? I don't even know. He supports the 49ers, though, and he held an L. Q, you held a D. Pause. That's sorry. My bad. Q holding D. How are we feeling after a draw, Q? Okay, sorry, actually, how are we feeling after... Let me double back again. Let me call a timeout. Boys, what's going on here? This is a mess. I'm a mess. Timeout. Key, 49ers fan, how are we feeling after last week?
You know, I'm not one to focus on the past, but it just stinks. It stinks. Too many injuries, too many problems. Why did we rush Brock back to not play him this week? Can I just say that? I know that's for like what's coming up in the episode, but why did we rush him back for 1 week just to make him out for the next game? I medical staff, fire them.
I think the answer is because Mac Jones is good and terrible, so they wanted to just bring the quarterback in that could have a chance of winning the game, but you end up losing the game anyway.
He's injured though. He was out.
It's a shame to see. Q, you had some injuries on your team, but still Super Bowl bound after the trade of Micah Parsons. Micah's homecoming. Was he playing? Was Micah injured? Because I didn't notice.
Well, I mean, he was the one that prevented you guys from winning, but we also prevented ourselves from winning. Very, very fun game as a neutral fan, but as a fan of either of these teams, you're walking away pretty upset. I would say Packers more upset than Cowboys fans, but we'll talk about it a little bit more later.
Yeah, man, just before we jump into that full weekly recap, how do we feel about draws in the NFL? I know this is like an old topic now, and it's a whole week later, near enough, but Key, how do you feel about draws in the NFL? Obviously, me and Key being from the UK, we're familiar with draws, being football fans, English football fan, or soccer for you Americans. There's draws all the time, and it's annoying, especially for gamblers, because when you bet a team to win and there's a draw, it's like, oh, I'm just going to fucking die then, I guess. But in the NFL, bro, how do we feel about it, Key?
I feel like it ruins the pick'em. You know, I don't want to say ruins, but like, you know, now everybody's just got one draw, and now it just messes with my OCD. Now if I look at me, you know what I mean, my record, it's like I'm missing a game here because of the stupid Dallas Cowboys. Nothing to do with the Packers. Nothing to do with my cheesehead homeboy Q.
Thank you.
My other homeboy Scott. It's your fault and the Dallas Cowboys' fault.
I blame Vegas for fixing the clock.
You know what?
1 second on the clock. Are we dumb or stupid? Go on, Key.
I think they should do. Whoever kicks it the furthest, just put it at the 70. Put it at their own 30. And
I mean, as the man with Brandon Aubrey on my team, I agree with that. I think we should definitely do that.
On my team.
Yeah, Key has Brandon Aubrey in fantasy. I doubt you'd get fantasy points for that. A 70-yard field goal in fantasy, though, that's got to be worth at least 20 points. That would ruin the whole week. But anyway, Q, how do we feel about draws, especially with it was our teams involved in it? Last week, we hyped up this homecoming match for Micah Parsons, saying how good of a game it was going to be, and it was up until that 1 second left on the clock. Talk about that as well. Jordan Love, game management on the line, and he nearly bottled it for you.
Yeah, man. It was there were a lot of very, very poor calls that game, both from Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love. But I will still say Jordan Love was able to ball out. Outside of the strip sack, I think he had a phenomenal game, matching Dak Prescott stride for stride. And we got very lucky with that 1 second, I will say. But as for how I feel about draws, um, I do not like them at all. I think we should go to the college rules where you start at your own 25, um, and then you each get a possession from there to try to score a touchdown or a field goal. If you're still tied after two of those, then I think they go to just trying to convert 2 point conversions. And I think that does a lot more for player safety than making them try to sprint the whole length of the field and things like that. But if we get draws, I'll take it over a loss. I know I might be in the minority with that, but if you're talking about like English football and everything, you still get a point from it. I'm not taking a loss, so what do I have to argue about with that? But yeah, I would still like to get rid of him.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Like he said with the pick and messes it up. I just looked, my record for last week was 9-6, and it took me so long to realize why is it 9-6 and not 9-7 or 10-6. And then I realized, oh, because there's a draw and it took a game out. Obviously, with NFL betting, you can obviously bet the spread, and shout out to everyone who took Cowboys plus 6.5 because you would have won the bet. But even still, like with playoff seeding and stuff, I don't know how it works. I'm not smart enough to realize that stuff, but draws, I just don't like it. Not in the NFL, especially when, like, to be fair, I didn't like the old overtime rules where it was like first team to score wins, because then the other team doesn't get a chance and it's down to a coin flip. So then they changed that to give both teams a chance, but I think there should be a winner because it feels like a pointless game, bro. It feels like I stayed up all night watching that for no reason. You know, 40-40. I know it's rare and there's been what, like 18 or 19 draws in the last like fucking like 10 years or something in the NFL. That's a made up stat, but I don't like it. I don't like it. Rapid fire respects then for week 4 teams we picked against. I'm just gonna run through mine real quick. Only the 6 losses to talk about. I picked the Vikings to beat the Steelers in Dublin. The Steelers looking like the Steelers defense that I said they would at preseason. Then the first few games they looked good and terrible, and then they actually just looked good in this game. Carson Wentz experience off to a flying start. Got to put respect on the New York Giants. Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterboo beating the LA Chargers. I had a bet on Jackson Dart to score, so I'm not mad about that. Got to put respect on the Eagles. I pick against them every single week. I thought Baker Mayfield was going to do it again, and he almost did. Threw a pick. Bad choice from Baker, but still. I fucking hate the Eagles, bro. Got to put respect on the Jacksonville Jaguars. I picked the Niners to beat them. I actually said to Key and work, like the day before this game, I can see the Jags getting a win. And he was like, nah, fuck the Jags. And my Niners are the best team in the world. We're going to the Super Bowl. That's how he speaks. And I was like, nah, I can see the Jags winning. They didn't. Oh, no, they did, actually. But I picked the Niners. I've got to put respect on the Chiefs. Blew the back doors off my Ravens. Ravens are up there with the fucking Niners right now, bro, competing for most injured team in the league. I actually can't believe the stuff that I'm seeing with these professional athletes. And I've got to put respect on the Dolphins, bro. No, I picked the Dolphins last week, and then Q's analysis of that game made me change to the Jets. So I'm blaming Q for that loss there, because I actually did want to pick the Dolphins, but I changed. But that's my picks, 9-6. Hopefully we can go better this week in week 5 and win some big boy money on the parlays. Key, over to you for some rapid fire respects, if you even want to pay any respects to any teams.
I was also 9-6 with that draw on top. So I took the Vikings over the Steelers. I'm sorry. I don't know why. Sometimes I look back and I just think, why did I pick some of these teams? I think I say it every week. Why did I pick some of these games? The Chargers over the Giants. I should have went with the Giants. Commanders over the Falcons. Is this the same Falcons team that got 30 and 0'd by the Panthers? What, like?
That's why this sport doesn't make sense
Why?
sometimes. Because, I mean, I picked the Falcons to beat the Commanders last week, but you look at the first 3 weeks of the season, the Panthers were looking good. The defense was solid. The offense was clicking. So, and if you watch the film, there is not a single person, I think, in the world who could have predicted, after watching the Falcons film for those first games, going into the Panthers game, that they were going to get fucking 30-0'd. I don't think a single person who watched the film could predict that. You know what I mean? And then they go and get blown out, and then they come back and have a fucking Michael Penix goes absolutely fucking crazy. And I left Drake London on the bench in fantasy, and I'm pissed off about it.
Game's the game. I also picked the Niners. I'm never going to not pick the Niners, I don't think. Ravens, two of Scott's teams let me down. You hate to see it, Q. Raiders. I also picked the Raiders. How are the Raiders getting beat by the Bears? How many games are so close this week, by the way?
Oh, that was a walk-off
We
field
had
goal,
like
wasn't it, for the
3
Bears
points.
game?
Well, the Bears won by 1.
Walk off
We had
block.
Was it?
Yeah,
That's
the
what
Bears won
Mm.
by 1. Then the Giants won by 3. Who else? The Steelers won by 3. The Seahawks won by 3. There's so many close games. But yeah, that was it for me. And then the Packers Cowboys draw. Bastards.
Yeah. I also went 9-6. So good job, everybody. We all suck the same
look
amount.
at us. Who'd have thought it? Not me.
Yeah. It's been a while since Rodgers has been on this team, so I forgot that he just completely owns everybody in the NFC North. So clearly he was going to get a win over the Vikings. That was just inevitable. I also picked the Commanders over the Falcons. Like I said last week, that 30-0 shutout, that's going to be a grower game for Penix, and this game was a shower game for Penix. Yes, I did wait 2 weeks to make a dick joke. But it was a great performance from him. Outside of one bad interception, he did incredible, leading his team to a win. Giants, I have to give the most respect for this week. I literally said last week, how does it get better for the Chargers? They go 3-0 against their division and get a cupcake opponent. Yeah, clearly that cupcake had a rock in it or something, because they just choked that game away and just were not playing good at all. So shout out to the Giants on that one. And then I had picked against the Jaguars. 49ers let me down. Picked against the Chiefs. I don't know why I did that, because I said last week you can never truly count out Patrick Mahomes, and that's just another example of it. And then I went Jets over Dolphins, and I gotta I gotta drag some of the boys down with me on that one.
I just want to say, everybody went 9-6. Tom, our fourth co-host, also went 9-6. He picked pretty much the exact same teams as me, which is strange. He didn't pick the Giants.
Wow.
You know what's sad?
He bet against his team.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. That's
pick the
fucked up. You know what else is fucked up? Every week I'm flipping a coin to see who wins. The coin went 11-4 this week. We got to pack it up, guys.
Yeah, that's the
Get
math
the
ain't
coin on the
nothing.
show. Get the coin on the show.
How did I get the coin on the show? That's class. How did I go 9-6 too when I picked the Falcons to win? Who did I pick that you didn't? Did you pick the Eagles?
The Eagles.
Yeah.
I picked the Dolphins W.
Oh, did you pick the Eagles to win? Or the Bucks?
It was the Eagles game, the Bears game, and the Dolphins game. Those are the ones that we were all split on, and somehow it ended up working out.
Yeah,
like
because
that.
we all had the same score but different picks, so I was wondering how we ended up there. I got lucky with the Raiders pick, because I think I said Raiders at first and then swapped to the Bears last second in the video.
That should be illegal.
No, in the video. You don't watch, so you wouldn't know. This guy don't even watch his own show.
Changing picks outside of the blimmin' video should not be legal.
First of all, it wasn't outside of the pick. It was in the video, which you don't watch.
This week.
The week before with the Vikings and the Bengals. I mean, you've just got to trust your gut sometimes, boys. And when you've got money on the line, you've just got to trust your gut. So, anyway, to round off our week 4 recap, we head over to Q for his biggest winners and losers of the week. I was thinking of calling this segment Q's Questions, because one team is going to answer questions and one team we're going to ask questions of. Tell me that ain't fire. Q, over to you, bro. Who's your biggest winners and losers of week 4?
Yeah, biggest winner for me has probably got to be the Falcons. Like I said, just a great performance, a great bounce back from Michael Penix. Nothing outside of that was really too crazy from what I saw. And biggest losers, I wish I could give out 3. I wish I could give out 2. If I have to pick one, it'd be just the Titans. If I could pick 2 or 3, I'd also lump in the Packers and Cowboys just for the draw. And just a lot of questions from those teams. But let me say this. There's a lot of questions in Green Bay and Dallas right now, but not one of them is about the quarterbacks. Those two have been incredible.
Yeah, I mean, Dak Prescott, bro. Key, you got to put respect on his name at some point. You got to put respect on his name at some point, bro. Did you want to do your little winners and losers key for last week, since you wrote them down anyway? Are we sure?
I had the Bengals. Bengals, biggest loser. Get them on that one show with all the fat people, because they are this week's biggest loser. 3 points. 3 whole
What,
points.
the Real
You
Housewives of
bunch
San
marches.
Antonio? Oh, man. So, we introduced 2 weeks ago a brand new segment called Big Dog of the Week. It's a new award that I give out to the biggest dog of the week. Right now, there's only one man who's won this award. Baker Mayfield won it 2 weeks in a row for leading game-winning drives. He almost got it 3 weeks in a row. If he would have beat the Eagles, he would have been the first ever 3-time winner of the Big Dog of the Week award. But this week, it's going to a certain man who has just played his first game in the NFL for 2 years. The guy who some people said should just retire from the game and become a rapper, a music artist. Oh shit, they got the beam on me. Playing defense, trying to draw up a scheme on me. What you mean I ain't the one? Every time I run a route, I got the whole fucking team on me.
Love that shit. One more time. Oh shit, they got the beam on me. Playing defense, trying to draw up a scheme for me. What you mean I ain't the one? Every time I ran around, they had the whole fucking team on me. Top play, gotta put this on sports in the
Big Dog of the Week, Darren motherfucking Waller. 3 catches, 27 yards, 2 touchdowns. Guess who bet on him as well? To have over the yardage and over the receptions. This guy right here, the ex-Raider, Darren Waller. I love to see it, man. I love comeback stories. And I love to see it for Darren Waller. And going forward for the Dolphins, which we'll get into in this week's picks, I think he could be a big part of that offense. But Big Dog in the house. Big Dog gotta eat. Darren Waller, congratulations. Welcome back to the NFL.
Big Dog in the house.
Like I said, you're going to have
Big dog
a
on
back
it.
problem.
First of all, though, we've got to talk about Key's team getting belt to arse this Thursday night. They travel to LA to play the Rams. It's 8.5 currently on the spread in favor of the Rams. That's moved big time because I locked in my pick last night at Rams -7. So in just about 12 hours, the line has moved by 1.5. I believe that's because Brock Purdy has been ruled out for this game. Mac Jones is going to be starting this one. You have no wide receivers. They're all injured. George Kittle's injured. Your left guard is injured. Key, what's going on over there with the 49ers, bro? The medical staff, do any of them even have degrees? I feel like us three could apply for a job and get a job on the 49ers medical staff because what are they even doing over there? But I'm picking the Rams.
Homeless people.
It's homeless people. That's crazy.
It's homeless people. They're just like, yeah, come on, come in, open the door, come on, medical facility, come on. Got the needles already.
Oh man, we need to put you on IR for that one. That was funny. Yeah, no surprises here. I'm picking the Rams. I'm picking the Rams on the spread too, -7.
Here come the fines. Here come the fines.
I tried to get the show back on track and just pick my pick, but there's a flag on the play. We can't just move on. There's a flag on the play. Oh man, that was a fucking good one, Key. That was a good one.
I'm gonna be thinking about that all day, bro.
Oh,
I'm sorry, boys. I'm so sorry.
no, it's all good.
Oh.
I mean, you're right. Did Key make his pick? I mean, we all know what it is, but did he actually say it
He
yet?
didn't say it. No.
See, so I seen a tweet and it said the Niners are missing the QB1, wide receiver 1, 2, and 3. We're missing our tight end 1. We're missing our left guard, and there was another player. I can't remember who it was, but we're missing so many players. But there's good news. Apparently, George is aiming to come back next game week. So game week 6, I want to say.
I just realized something on the topic of your wide receivers. Your starting wide receiving core for this is going to be Marquez Valdez-Scantling and DeMarcus Robinson. DeMarcus Robinson was suspended for substance abuse, possibly from the 49ers medical staff with those same needles. It's all adding up now. The conspiracy theory is coming into fruition. The ex-Ram, DeMarcus Robinson, right? Have I just made that up? Wasn't he on the Rams for a year?
I have no idea.
I swear, Dan, he was on the Rams. I swear last year he was on the Rams. Don't make me sound stupid.
All I'm saying, chaps, is when you have Christian McCaffrey, you have a chance.
They're gonna kill that man. I saw a stat that he touches the ball on 56% of the Niners plays or 46% of your plays. I'm like, damn, that's a serious workload.
He has more receiving yards than Jay Jettis, Jamar Chase, and a bunch of other players. He's I think he's 4th or something like that in receiving yards this year as a running back.
Is
How
he?
crazy is that? I think it's Puka's number 1. And then
Isn't Jettis 3rd on that list of?
I thought I saw Jettas at 5.
Okay, receiving yards. Receiving yards. It's Puka, JSN, Quentin Johnson, Ricky Pearsall, and Justin Jefferson.
Sorry, I think it's in just yards
from
as
scrimmage.
A whole.
Okay.
Yeah, scrimmage yards.
Yeah, because he's not even in the top 5 rushing yards. Travis Etienne is 3rd in rushing yards, and he got about 65 of them in one play against your bum-ass defense. Yeah, Key, who are you picking? Did you even say?
Niners.
Q?
Yeah, I'm going Rams. I think the 49ers team is too injured, and that's really all I gotta say.
Good shit. So, next game, is this in London? I want to say this is in London. The Vikings against the Browns. It's at 2:30 p.m. UK time, so that suggested to me it was in the UK again. The Vikings getting a double Europe game. That's kind of harsh, but at least they get to stay there and don't have to travel too far compared to the Browns, who've got to fly overseas. Obviously losing that home field advantage as well. And they've got Dylan Gabriel starting, so a brand new rookie to throw in there. It's only a matter of time before we see Shador Sanders' perfect time and starting a game in the NFL. He could be starting one this week for a team, which we'll talk about later, but for this game, I'm trusting the Brian Flores defense and Carson Wentz experience against Dylan Gabriel. Give me the Vikings on the spread, -3.5. Give me that. Even though the Browns defense is fucking sick and sexy, but still, I don't know why I said sexy. Just give me the Vikings on the spread, Key.
Yeah, although the Vikings haven't been great, the Browns just don't have that offense. So I'm also taking an easy dub for Minnesota.
Yeah, same here. I'm going Vikings as well. It's going to be probably a great defensive battle. And I've seen from Dylan Gabriel in the preseason, he's done a lot better than Shador at stepping up in the pocket and making those types of throws. But I don't think that's going to amount to too much against this Brian Flores defense, especially not in his first ever career game. So give me Vikings this one.
I think Dylan Gabriel might get sacked 5 times in this game. I think Brian Flores is just going to throw the fucking kitchen sink at this guy. He's going to throw all kinds of different blitzes and different looks and designs and just see how the rookie copes, We said it last week, if we're the Chargers defense coordinator, we would do the same thing for Jackson Dart. They didn't really manage to do that because Jackson Dart got the W in the end over there, which I'm sure we'll talk about very shortly. But that is 3 picks for the Vikings. I'm sorry, Browns, but it's just one of those seasons, where you're going to pick up 1 win on the whole season, and it was against someone's team. Anyway, next game, Raiders at Colts. I'm actually looking forward to this game. I think this will be a good one. Q, you want to kick us off for this one?
Yeah, sure. I think this is going to be, like you just said, I think this is probably going to be a pretty good game. The only thing is I saw that Colton Miller is out for the Raiders, and as soon as Genty has a good game, all of his offensive linemen start going down. And the Colts just got their ass handed to them by the Rams. But I will say that game was a lot closer than people give it credit for. There was a dropped pick that could have prevented 3 points for the Rams. And also, if Adonai Mitchell didn't accidentally fumble out of the back of the end zone, that's another potential 7 points gone there. And what was the final score? I want to say it was very close.
27-27.
Yeah. So that, so that 10 points there.
For
covers
that,
the whole thing against a very great Rams team.
That final play of the game as well, the Matt Stafford touchdown to I can't remember bro's name, I'm sorry, but that the Colts had 10 man on the field for that play. Come on, bro, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? You know what I mean? The touchdown to win the game for the Rams, there was 10 Colts on the field. What are we doing? The coaches are going to be chewing ears in that film room. Did you give your pick then, or did I cut you? I think I got it.
You cut me a little bit, but yeah, based on what I just said, like the Colts played a very great game. They could have won easily against the Rams if not for those two mistakes, and I guess third mistake having 10 men out on the field. Hopefully they get all 11, and I see all 11 of them beating the Raiders. So I'm going Colts.
Very nice. Key, over to you. How are we feeling? By the way, the spread for this game is -7 in favor of the Colts. One whole touchdown possession. That's a big spread.
Yeah, I feel like I say it every week, but I like the Raiders team. I really do. I just think due to like their QB, I think they're such an inconsistent team. I feel like you can't like when you look at Geno, you can't say, you know what, you're gonna go for like 2 tutties or you're gonna go for one throwing touchdown, like one passing every game. You can't look at him and be like he's gonna go for this amount of yards at least, because you never know. You honestly never know. He could go for 150 and he could go for 12. Like you never know. So honestly, I'm gonna take the safe pick and I'm gonna stay on the Indiana Jones bandwagon and I'm picking the Colts.
Yeah, obviously
I
being
mean, I don't know, man. I think Gino's been pretty consistent this year. He's had a great odd number week and then a terrible even number week. So it's week 5. He might play really good, and then in week 6, he's probably going to throw another 3 interceptions. So
yeah, the consistency comes when you check his 6 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, keeping it consistent, you know. Expect him to go for at least 1 touchdown this week to try and make it 7-7. But yeah, I mean, Geno Smith, bro, Key, you're familiar. You are familiar with Geno Smith's game, being the ex-Seahawks quarterback, obviously up against your Niners. Bro, Geno Smith, pack it up. He's unconchopped. I think that's my verdict on Geno Smith right now, bro. Last week, I checked the stat line. This isn't the final stat line, but this was like very close to the end of the game. Late in the fourth quarter, there was like 2 minutes left. He had 98 passing yards. That's worse than Jalen Hurts. 98 passing yards. 2 touchdowns, which I believe were little checkdowns to Ashton Genty. 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions with 98 yards. What are we doing here, bro? I could probably get that stat line. You know what I mean? But that's the second game this season where he's thrown 3 interceptions. What are we doing, Geno? I'm going the Colts because I don't trust Geno Smith. Although, like he said, I really like the Raiders. I drafted Ashton Genty in fantasy. Yes, I did drop him, but that's because their O-line was looking absolutely out of the game. They've got a bit better, and Genty's gone back to his Michael Myers stance, which I love to see. Halloween around the corner. Shout out to him. But give me the Colts, Danny Dimes, Tyler Warren. Give me that defense to have 11 man on the field and actually make some big plays. I'm disappointed picking against the Raiders again. I really wanted this to be their year. Pete Carroll coming back. Max Crosby is obviously my boy. I've got him down for Defensive Player of the Year, and so far he's having a great season. Max Crosby got an interception last week, which we love to see. Very nearly had a strip sack as well. I don't think he got credited for it in the end, but Max Crosby, bro, that's a player when the Raiders are on. I want to play Max Crosby every single snap. He stays on the field for every single snap, by the way, but just watch Max Crosby in this game. Okay, Danny Dimes, Indiana Jones, whatever his name is. You're going to get your fucking head knocked off by Max Crosby, okay? Moving on. Another team with a defensive lineman who got a pick last week. We have the New York Giants at the New Orleans Saints. This, on paper, sounds like a good and terrible game. My God. One team is 0-4, one team is 1-3. I'm going with the wavy white boys over in New York. Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterboo. Give me the New York Giants. This seems like a good place on paper for the Saints to get their first win of the season. I won't lie to you. I think they're actually favorited as well on the spread. They are by 2 points. So New York heading into New Orleans as underdogs. Rookie quarterback. It's a tough place to play in New Orleans as well. So I very much think this could be a Saints win, but I'm riding the wave of the wavy white boys, Jackson Dart. And by the end of the season, I think he might be able to bag Madison Beer. We didn't talk about that in the weekly recap. Did you see that with Madison Beer and Jackson Dart, all the shit that was going down there? Crazy work. We don't gossip though. Sexy Dexy with a pick last week. What a guy. Did you see his run to the end zone, bro? That's the slowest man I've ever seen. I thought I'd seen slow when I saw Jared Goff try and scramble, but then I saw Dexter Lawrence with the ball in his hand, and now I really know what slow is. I'm going the Giants. I'm going Cam Scatterboo and Jackson Dart anytime touchdowns. Give me that. Key, who you picking?
I I think the Giants look good, and obviously we have a soft spot for them because of our boy Tom.
I forgot Malik done his ACL. I might change the Saints. I'm sorry.
It's a sticky one with the wide receiving core, but I think between Jackson Dart and Scat, I think it's go big blue. I think little Giants W.
You were taking the words right out of my mouth earlier, dude, talking about how this is probably the Saints' best chance at a win this year. But I don't know. Even when did Malik Neighbors go down? Because I thought they played the majority of the game without him, and were still able to upset the Chargers of all teams. So
It was second quarter, I want to say.
it's it's a critical loss, but if they're still able to move the ball and against the Chargers, again, they were so good to start the year, and all of a sudden they come out flat like that. But I think the Giants might be able to make a little bit of noise. I don't know about if all the other super talented teams are gonna fall apart quite like the Chargers did, but against the Saints, I can see them getting a dub. And it's gonna probably be very close, but I'm going Giants on this one too.
Yeah, I think Neighbors went down. I want to say it was the first half, if not the second quarter. It was somewhere in that first half of the game. Jackson Dart, I think he only finished with like 110 passing yards or something like that. So who is he going to throw to? I do not know. In that game last week, Cam Scatterby had 25 rushing attempts. That's a lot of workload for a running back. 25 rushes is crazy work. That's not sustainable. But then again, with Scatterby, I said last week to UQ on the show, I think Cam Scatterby is going to have a short career. The way he plays the game of football is just violent and CTE inducing. It's like, on YouTube when you put like a video in 2x speed, he's doing that with CTE right now, the way he plays the game. But it's going to be the most entertaining 3-year career of all time. 25 carries and playing the way he does. If they run that the whole season, it might be a 1-year career, but he's in my fantasy team now, and I'm riding the wavy white boys. Give me the Giants. Is that 3 picks of the Giants, or did you pick the Saints then? I didn't even listen. I'm sorry.
That is 3 for the Giants.
It is 3 for the Giants.
Did you see the picture of Cam Scatterby after the game? He's like yelling into the crowd, and his jersey's all dirty. They play on turf. Where the hell did that dirt come from?
Definitely has some of his pockets. Definitely got a pocket full of mud. He's just like...
that was from
sand.
Pocket sand. That was from before the game when he was playing with his toys outside the stadium in the grass.
Dude, I saw somebody on Twitter. They saw that picture of him, and he goes, "Sometimes you just need an absolute crayon eater on your team." No disrespect to Cam because he's an elite athlete, but that is, I feel like, a pretty accurate statement from the outside.
I love it, man. I love it. Yeah, I actually don't even know who's gonna be who's the second up receiver for the Giants. Like who's their new number 1 target now that Malik's gone?
I think Wan'Dale Robinson. You guys ever heard of him?
I know Quando Rondo, rest in peace. Wan'Dale Robinson, though. Is that his real name? I don't know.
I mean, if they go down to Florida, it might be Wandale to support Pitbull, but
Oh man, let's move on. Let's move on to my team, the Dallas Cowboys, coming off the back of a 40-point draw. We're heading to New York, or I guess New Jersey, to play the New York Jets. They also play in MetLife, don't they? Can we just
watch out?
Yeah, I was about to say something crazy, but I don't think I'm allowed to say that because I would get arrested. Can we just change that stadium? Can we just change it? I was gonna say, but I would probably get done for charges. I just wanted to clarify that that's getting cut. But yeah, man, bro. I mean, if anyone else gets injured at that stadium, we should just fucking put a big yellow tape across it. It has to be some big yellow tape to cover a whole stadium. But let's put a little crime scene, do not cross sticker over that place and just fucking get the demolition squad in. You know what I mean? But obviously, Cowboys fan, I won't be long-winded. Give me the Dallas Cowboys. Fuck out of here. Aaron Glenn with your stupid little dances on the sideline. We're about to be dancing on the Jets and fly that plane straight into the stadium. What am I talking about? We can't do this. Especially not with New York. second charge time out there. We have to take one because Key said something crazy. I'm picking the Cowboys to win the game, though, and we're going to hand it over to Key so he can give his pick.
You know what's funny? I was prepping something crazy to say. I'm not going to say it. But
You can say it, I'll cut it.
Crazy.
You can say it, I'll cut it.
I was going to say the second touchdown has hit New York. You know what? I'm not going to say it. But in lighter news, anyway. So I recently picked up George Pickens for my fantasy team, and I was going to come in with me shiesty on, and I was gonna do the episode with the shiesty, but unfortunately I don't own a shiesty, you see, which is a problem. I do own a white t-shirt, so I could have done that, kind of. But anyway, I picked up George Pickens because I think it's going to be an easy W. If you can put up 40 versus the Green Bay Packers and their defense, you can beat the Jets and Justin Fields. Easy.
Yeah, I can't believe it. This guy hates on, sorry, Q, but this guy hates on both of my teams, the Ravens and the Cowboys. I'm looking at his fantasy team. He's got Derrick Henry and George Pickens in there. I'm like,
Derrick Henry will never touch my team again. Maybe once.
This guy's a hater, though. This guy's a hater, though, but then he's picking up my players. Okay, I see the games he play. Officer Hoyt, this show training day. Q, who's your pick for this game, bro?
Yeah, I'm going Cowboys on this one. This does seem like the likely place for them to be riding high, almost beating the Packers, and then just come crashing down in New York. Okay, good job, everybody. But yeah, I think the Cowboys are still going to win this game pretty easily. I don't know how George Pickens is going to do now that Key's picked him up in fantasy, but we'll find out.
Key's picked him up and he's traveling to MetLife. Key's picked up George Pickens and he's traveling to MetLife. Oh Christ! Oh Lord, have mercy.
Just for
infinite money glitch. Bet the under on George Pickens right now.
Just for everyone's heads up, I have about 6 injured players. It's not looking good. It's not looking.
This guy's whole bench is on IR.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
My bench is literally out. Questionable.
Yo, his line is 67.5. This season so far, George Pickens has got 30 yards in his first game. Obviously, it's his first game. Then he had 68 yards and 134 yards. Take the over. That's a no-brainer unless he gets injured, which he probably will thanks to Key, but still.
Keep in mind, I just drafted him.
That's a no-brainer.
Picked him up off the waivers.
68 yards. He's had that in all 3 games, apart from week 1. Anyway, back to the picks. Dallas 2.5-point favorites, and all 3 of us picking Dallas, right? Let's see it. I'm picking those on the spread too. Fuck out of here. Jets. Justin Fields. Fuck out of here. But I will say Garrett Wilson's going to torch that secondary. I'm not looking forward to it. Next up, Denver Broncos at the Philadelphia Eagles. Key, you want to kick us off?
Yeah, it's looking like, is anybody going to beat this Eagles team? Honestly, it really is. And was the fake tush push this week? It was,
yeah. I killed the game.
Like 3 fakes this week. Honestly, there are like 3 of them.
That one where Saquon just waltzed into the end zone, that was unbelievable play. Honestly, it really was. But I think the Broncos defense is good. I just think the Eagles are just going to be better. I also swapped out the Broncos defense on my fantasy because I'm a little scared. So they'll probably perform well. They're on my bench. They'll do great. You know what? I might even say Broncos win. I won't. I'm going to say the Eagles win, but still. Eagles.
You're scared of the Eagles. You're scared of the quarterback who threw for 130 yards in the first half and 0 in the second half. He went 0 for 8 in the second half. What are we doing with this guy, bro? I don't care that they got the win. 0 for 8 and 0 yards in the second half of a fucking NFL game. What are we doing? Q, who you picking, bro? I'm getting mad thinking about this bum-ass handsome guy.
Me?
Yeah, probably. I'm going Eagles as well. and it's not for how good the Eagles have been doing. It's more for how disappointing the Broncos have been so far this year. They have just not been looking as great as I thought they'd be. And I think the Eagles, again, they've been playing down to their competition. It might happen again, but I see another really close win for the Eagles.
Okay, bro. Like, on the pick'em right now, I have the Eagles. I have it selected as the Eagles, but I don't want them to win. I don't want them to go unbeaten the whole season. I wish they were playing someone other than the Broncos, because I have zero faith that this Broncos team can go out there and get a result against this Eagles team. Literally zero faith at all. Checking the injury report, it looks like Lane Johnson might miss this game, which is a big blow to that Eagles O-line. Also, I believe Jalen Carter might be out for this one too. It says he's questionable. Don't know, what's going on with him. He's probably busy spitting on people or something. Give me the Broncos. I'm picking the Broncos to win because I'm not confident in that pick at all, but I want them to put pressure on Jalen Hurts. With, Lane Johnson missing from that O-line, that might be a possibility for this Broncos team. We know about the Broncos pass rush. Nick Bonito, my guy, took him for a sack last week, by the way. I'm just saying. Yeah, I want to see this Broncos defense play like the Broncos defense of last year, bro. Can they stop the run? Because what else do the Eagles team have? They don't have a QB who can throw it. I mean, he can throw it. I'm just hating. Expect AJ Brown to get the first play of the game here, by the way. Did you see his tweet? His cryptic little message about did you not see it, Q? He put up a tweet that was like,
No.
It was a quote that was like, I don't have it up, so I'm going to butcher it, but it was like, if you feel unwanted, just stay hustling in silence and silently remove yourself from the position if they don't want you. Some shit like that. Maybe he was going through a breakup. Maybe he was being ghosted by a girl that he's been seeing for a few months, and then she just randomly ghosted him after asking him when he's next free. Maybe that was the case. So who knows what that quote was about. But I'm picking the Broncos to win, even though I do not trust Sean Payton's play calling this season or Bo Nix as a quarterback to get a job done here. But give me the Broncos on the upset. Please, Broncos, please. Next game, we'll rapid fire this one. It's the Dolphins at the Panthers. Two sorry-ass teams who are both 1-3. I'm picking the Dolphins to win. I'm picking Darren Waller anytime touchdown. With Tyreek's injury, moment of silence for Tyreek Hill. Moment of silence for Malik Neighbors. We shouldn't have to do this many moments of silence every single week for these season-ending injuries. It's getting out of hand. Q, me and you literally had like a 10-minute discussion in last week's episode about these injuries. It's getting out of hand. But the ball is going to be in the hands of Tua Tagovailoa. Who's he going to throw to with no Tyreek Hill? His big body, big 6'6" tight end, Darren Waller, in the red zone. Guy's unstoppable. And they got the beam on him. Give me the Dolphins, Key.
Yeah, this one I could have gone either way myself, but I'm open for a run dominant Miami Dolphins game and a W for no reason in particular. Definitely not anything to do with A-Chan. But Miami, I'm taking Miami.
Find somebody that loves you as much as Key loves his fantasy team. I am also going to rock with the Dolphins on this one. Panthers, I don't know if they're playing with their black helmets. I don't think so. So it's not looking good for them. Give me the Dolphins.
Yeah, the spread for this one, by the way, is 1 point. Dolphins favorited by 1 point. It's literally just a pick 'em. Next up, we got the Houston Texans traveling to the bank to play an injured Baltimore Ravens team. Texans 1.5 point favorites for this one. Crazy news, by the way, for this game. When it opened up the lines, I believe Ravens were favorited by 7.5 points. Then the Texans go and blow out the Titans 27-0. And the Ravens lose. Who did we lose, bro? We lost fucking Ronnie Stanley. Lamar Jackson's not going to play this game. Roquan Smith's not going to play this game. Marlon Humphreys ain't going to play this game. Wiggins, I believe, might miss this game. Can we just, can we move our bye week or something? You should be able to, I don't even know. I'm picking the Ravens to win. Cooper Rush, the ex-Dallas Cowboy, is going to go in there and get a win at the bank. Derrick Henry, we need you to have a day. We need him to have a day. Against this Texans defense, take the under for this game. It's already down at 40.5. That's a fucking low score. Wow, this game's going to be arse. It's probably going to be the worst Ravens game of the year. I don't want to do it, but I'm picking the Ravens. Q.
Well, we finally got some differing opinions here, especially if Lamar Jackson's not playing. I tried to look at the injury report, but I didn't see him anywhere. But I guess if he's out, I don't know how much I trust Cooper Rush in this Ravens team. So yeah, I'm gonna go Texans on this one.
Wait, is he not on the injury report?
I mean, if Lamar's playing, I'm picking Ravens, but if he's not playing, I'm going Texans. I looked at the injury report earlier and I didn't see anything for him.
I'm sure he had a big D on there.
Unless I'm just completely missing it.
What are you laughing at, Q?
I don't know how I could miss Lamar Jackson's. I don't know if I can miss Lamar Jackson's big D like that, but let me double check again.
Okay, we gotta chill.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, my bad. My bad. Fuck
Q,
you.
you took it too far with your day joke.
Holy shit! Look at the cues on there. It feels like an NFL pick show. There's so much cues on the screen. Look at that. That's the whole starting defense. Oh my god.
Did you see Lamar Jackson on there though?
Yeah, he's got a D.
All right.
Any R1.
Shut the hell up.
Okay.
He's not practicing Wednesday. He's doubtful for the game. But bro, like, this is ridiculous. Patrick Ricard hasn't played all season. He's questionable. Ronnie Stanley and Tyler Linderbaum, 2 starting O-linemen. Travis Jones and Brent Urban, 2 starting D-linemen. Roquan Smith is doubtful. Kyle Van Noy, Nate Wiggins, Kyle Hamilton, Chidobe Awuzie. By the way, we call him first down. Chidobe Awuzie. That's first down. Oh yeah, I know first down. Marlon Humphrey's doubtful for this game too. With our backup Nickelback on IR. What did we do to deserve this? My God, we're gonna have no defense.
Scott, believe it or not, you are going to be lining up against the Texans this weekend.
Did I just get drafted?
So good luck, buddy.
What's his name? Lil Sasquatch? Holy shit, did I just get drafted? Yeah. Oh, bro. Yeah, nah, if you stay at the bank long enough into the second half, they might actually let you play because that is absolutely insane. So, Jair Alexander, by the way, is not showing on the injury report. That's a win for the Texans. Now, if this was any other quarterback going up against this second string defense, I'd be like, oh, we're getting torched. But it's CJ Stroud. He has not looked good at all this season. Yeah, he got a big win last week. Maybe that was the momentum to steer him on the right path. It was the bum-ass Titans. In the words of Cam Ward, they're some ass. So anyone could go in 27-0 the Titans. Did you see they missed 2 field goals as well? Like, that nil just feels so much worse when they miss 2 field goals. But this is a spooky ass game. Yeah, I'm picking the Ravens though. Still, I never bet against my team. Key, did you make your pick for this one? I don't think you did. We went to Q.
Is Lamar out?
Probably, yeah. He's missed practice today and he's doubtful to play.
Oh,
wow, Mister, I don't like to change picks. Changing picks, that's kind of crazy.
I thought Lamar was playing. My whole spiel was on LeBron. On LeBron Jackson.
LeBron! Hey, LeBron might play, bro. We need the players. If he wants to, get him on there. Oh, man.
Baltimore Ravens. I had literally all my speaking points were Lamar deserves better. I think Lamar can still win it for them. Lamar's not even playing. The Texans win it.
Yeah, man. I mean, we saw what Lamar did to this Texans team on Christmas Day last year too, and what he did to me. I was sat there in my Lamar Jackson jersey watching this game with money on the line. If Lamar would have got me like 8 more passing yards, I would have won £600. And then he went out the game. Teague time Lamar jersey. I'm actually Teague timing this SGA top right now. Like when I said in the group chat before, I'll be 2. This is what I meant by I'll be 2. Anyway, yeah, this game's going to be spooky. Is it the late kickoff yet, or are we still in the 6 p.m.s? That's a final 6 p.m. game. Moving into the late kickoff. Who's televating? That's not a fucking word. Who's televising? Teague time got me televating. Who the fuck is
We're
going
never
to
gonna
watch?
get this episode
No,
out.
we're not. Who's going to watch this bum-ass game at 9:05 p.m. UK time? Tennessee Titans at the Arizona Cardinals. Rapid fire. Give me the Cardinals. Trey McBride's in my fancy team. Q.
You know what? I'm gonna call an upset here. I'm going Titans on this one. I think this is just the point where the Cardinals just completely fall off the road and just their season disappoints. It's already been disappointing. It can't get worse, can it?
It can.
It can.
I will say, Marvin Harrison had a horrible first half, but he brought it back in the second half, getting a touchdown. And like I said last week, every Seahawks Cardinals game is just some kind of mystical what the fuck is going on. Seahawks missed a kick to go up multiple possessions. I go, oh, here we go. And sure enough, they get it tied, at 20 at the end before the Seahawks finally make a game-winning kick. So yeah, I see the magic in those games, but for this game, not really.
Key, who's your pick for this one?
This one's going to be a stinker. I think the Cardinals win. That's it. I don't have anything else to say. Division rival Cardinals. I can't believe I'm even picking them, but I'm going to have to because the Titans are just so ass.
Yeah, the spread is 7.5, and I am not picking the Titans to cover a single spread this season. Honestly, I never really like doing 2-possession spreads, but 7.5 points is a lot of points in the NFL. But Titans, come on, they arse. But I will say though, Jeffrey Simmons had one of my favorite plays last week. Did you see his sack on CJ Stroud? He was lined up right on the center. As soon as the center snapped the ball, he just threw his ass out the way. CJ Stroud didn't even have a chance to drop back before he got sacked. Beautiful hustle play. Titans still arse though. Next up on the pick'em, we got another 9:05 game. I'll be watching this one instead of that other bum ass game. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Seattle Seahawks. Two products of the Carolina Panthers going up against each other here. Q, who you picking? Baker Mayfield versus Sam Darnold?
I mean, when you put it like that, it seems pretty easy, doesn't it? I will say, though, you just talked about two products of the Carolina Panthers. How about two products of the 1970s? Both of them are going to be wearing their 50-year anniversary throwbacks in this game, so it's going to be an elite uniform matchup. Just throwing that out there real quick. But either way, I'm going Buccaneers on this one. I can't go against Baker Mayfield with how well he's been playing, even if there was a costly mistake at the end of last game. Outside of that, he's been phenomenal this year.
Throwback jerseys got me feeling nicey. Now let's throw it back on Key. Who you picking for this game?
Whoa. Like you said, it's Baker versus Scam Darnold. So I, being low key, being a Tampa Bay fan, but I'm not Scott, so I don't have two teams. I am taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers over the Seattle Seahawks.
Since when were you a Tampa fan?
Since forever.
You want to call me a hype
Since
beast?
Brady. Since Q's favourite QB, Tom Brady.
Well,
I should fly over there and smack the shit out of you.
man, he used to sling that rock, bro. He was like, what, 46, still putting up dimes? I know you hate him, Q, but you've got to put respect on the longevity, bro.
Gronk too, man.
Yeah, George Bland is insane. Anyway, what's your pick, Scott?
My pick for this game, you know I have a soft spot for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield, big dog of the week, 2 times in a row this season. Emeka Egbuka, my favorite rookie coming out of the Ohio State. He's now the wide receiver 1 with Chris Godwin actually coming back. Not Chris Godwin, what's his name? Is it Chris Godwin that's just come back? One of them just come back from injury.
I can't remember who it was.
Mike
Evans?
No, Mike Evans just got injured. So I was going to say Emeka Egbuka is now the number 1 receiver. But
it's probably Chris Godwin.
Chris Godwin's just come back from injury. He had his snaps limited. I was going to say my favorite player in this team, though, is Levante David. He's questionable for this game. That's a big one. And Tristan Wirfs came back last week, which is a massive addition to this O-line. He's probably the best tackle in the league, but he's questionable too for this game. So it's a rough one, but hopefully they can all start and all play. This matchup is a scary one for me in fantasy, because if one of these teams stinks it up, my fancy team's going to stink it up. My 2 starting receivers for this week is Emeka Egbuka and JSN because Drake London's on a bye week. So I hate putting players against each other in fantasy. I hate it when they play each other, but hopefully we take the over 44.5 points in this game and it's just an absolute slugfest. Baker Mayfield, I'm picking you to win this game, obviously. You know, I'm low-key a Bucs fan too, like he said, because I pick the Bucs every single week, no matter who they're going to play pretty much. They were actually one of my picks at the start of the season to make the Super Bowl this year. So I actually did put 5 on the Baltimore Ravens to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the Super Bowl. That bet's not looking good so far. But next game, it's a late kickoff, is the Detroit Lions at the Cincinnati Bengals. The Lions against the Bengals. This is a jungle matchup, and who will be the king of the jungle? I'm saying Jared Goff and the Lions. That Bengals team is looking good and terrible. They're just some ass, bro. Give me the Lions to win this one convincingly. -10 on the spread is a lot of points. I'm taking Lions on the spread, bro. 10? That's a big, big margin. But Jake Browning is some ass. That guy is not good. The Bengals can't run the football. What are they supposed to do? Give me Lions. Key, who you taking?
Yeah, honestly, I want to use a little reverse psychology and say that I think so. I want the Lions to win, but I want the Bengals to win purely off fantasy points. That's the only reason. So I'm gonna say Jake Browning's ass. I'm gonna say I don't know how you can stink up the place so bad when you've got Jamar Chase just up there somewhere open, and you just can't get it to him. But there's not really much more to say about the Bengals. Like I said, they would have been my losers of the week if I was as cool, as jacked, as handsome as you. But I'm taking the Lions.
We'll get you your own segment, Key, don't worry. Maybe you can be our fantasy correspondent. And that can be your personal segment. Yeah, this guy's 0-4, by the way. That's why he keeps talking about his fantasy team.
I'm 0 what, Scott? I'm 0.
Ball. Q, who you taking for this game? Wait there, Key, did you even make your pick then?
Yeah, Lions.
Oh, you picked Lions. I thought you were picking the Bengals because of Jamar. No, Q, thanks for I just clocked there. Q just said Lions. Thanks for that, Q. Anything else to add? Or we move on? I love it. Oh, she fucking broke my phone. Next game, we got the LA Chargers hosting the Washington Commanders. The Charging looking to bounce back. The Charging? Did I just say? I don't know. The Charging. The LA Chargers looking to bounce back after a disappointing loss against the New York Giants. They play a division rival of the New York Giants next up, Washington Commanders. Q, you can kick us off with this one. Do you see it as a bounce back spot for the Chargers or another upset? Commanders go in there and get the win. I believe JD5 is back for this game. The spread has moved from 3.5 to 2.5, so that's disappointing because I low-key wanted to lock in Commanders plus 3.5. I think this will be a close game personally, but Q, take it away with your pick, please.
Yeah, I got a little more to say than the last game. If JD5's coming back, I think it's going to be very close. But I think Chargers are going to have to bounce back, especially from the Giants. We're talking about the Giants at the beginning of the year with the Saints. Like, how is this team going to avoid going 0-17? And then to completely stun the Chargers like that is incredible. Chargers need to get that bad taste out of their mouth. I'm picking them.
I like it. Key, over to you.
Couldn't have said it any better myself. I was literally... This game all depends on JD5 being back or not. If he plays, it'll be close. If he doesn't, it's an easy win. But either way, I'm taking the Chargers.
Finally, my chance to be different. I really do think, using my brain logically, the Chargers bounce back at home, get a convincing win. Omarion Hampton found himself last week. That made it sound like he's coming out or something. Omarion Hampton had a breakout game. Omarion Hampton had a coming out game last week. Hampton had a great game last week, the rookie running back for the Chargers. Quentin Johnston's laying out to catch a ball. Our fourth co-host, Tom, has picked him up in fantasy. And that's a big pickup. Well, did you want him, Key?
I had him. It was on my waiver.
Was he?
On my waiver wire. It was literally the next pickup for me.
See, I was eyeing him up as well. I was eyeing up between him and Keenan Allen. I didn't know who would be the better option for the pickup because Ladidi McConkey, I'm sorry, Ladarius, but he needs to wake up. He's turning to Quentin Johnson. I think him and Quentin Johnson have swapped bodies. I mean, they look very similar, so maybe I just got them confused last season. But lad is dropping every ball thrown his way, it feels like. I don't know what happened to the young rook. But the big point for me is looking at last week's film from the Giants game. Those Giants, I know their D-line is one of the best in the league. Sexy Dexy, Abdul Carter, Thibodeau. They were applying pressure to Justin Herbert, making it hard for him to get those reads and those throws off. Also, big blows to the Chargers. 2 starting O-linemen went down injured. Joe Alt, as well, one of the best in the game. I think he's going to miss this game. They've got a starting guard missing too. I think this is a good spot for the Commanders with JD5 back in there to run that offense. Deebo Samuel's looking like the old Deebo Samuel before he got fat. If the Commanders can apply pressure to Justin Herbert, there's a good chance they might pick up a win here. I like the underdog upset. Like I say, I was going to lock in Commanders plus 3.5 points on the spread. But we don't do a spread pick 'em. This is a money line pick 'em. So give me Commanders anyway. Just to be different. Just to make it a bit spicy, a bit different. Give me the Commanders away from home. And let me play the national anthem of the Washington Commanders for his, because I don't think you would have seen this video before.
We are Commanders. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
That's my favorite chant of all time. We are Commanders. 20-second pause. Bomb, 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 bomb. Give me the Commanders to win this game against the Chargers on the upset. Next up, we got a Monday night game. Well, Monday morning, technically. 1:20 a.m. This is the time that this NFL comes on in the UK, but we stay up and watch anyway because we're committed to the sport. It's a division rival matchup. New England Patriots at the Buffalo Bills. The unbeaten Buffalo Bills. The spread has moved from 7.5 to 8 in favor of the Bills. Key, take us away with this game.
I was actually going to ask for the reins of this game because I have 5 words to say. Buffalo Bills, end of story.
That was 5. Fair play.
I got any calls.
Remember, it reminded me of that clip of Charles Barkley when, what did he say? He done one like that.
Like the same thing.
We got 2 words.
I got 2
Chris
words for you.
Paul, Steve Nash, must see TV.
Oh, man. Oh, Chuck is a national treasure.
For you. I got 1 word for you, Bills.
Oh, man.
I got 1 word, Josh Allen, must see TV.
Yeah, I got 1 sentence for you. There's going to be no punctuation in this sentence. Josh Allen's playing like an MVP right now, full stop. Now, Josh Allen's playing like an MVP again. He might go ahead and win that award. Bro, did you see that angry run he had last week? Where he was just like a fucking steam train. He had like 4 players grabbing onto him and he was just running through them. That is ridiculous stuff. I was gonna pick the Patriots on an upset here. Then I saw the Bills are playing in their all-white uniform. You already know what that means. I'm picking the Bills to win this game. You already know. But 8 points on a spread against a division rival. Last year, didn't the Patriots and the Bills have real close games last year, I want to say, too? So, or did the Patriots beat them last year?
Yeah.
One of them.
I don't know if it was last year, but I was trying to keep it short, but these Patriots always find some way to give the Bills some trouble. If they can beat the Bills with Josh Allen, like I know this is a couple of years ago, but they beat the Bills with Josh Allen with what the fuck am I saying? They beat the Bills with Mac Jones only attempting 3 passes. Or completing 3 passes. Some shit like that. And they just ran the ball down their throat the whole game and were able to still win. They keep it close. I see the Bills winning this one, but it's going to be probably some more weird shit going on.
So the first matchup last year, the Bills won by 3 points. And then their second game last year, the Bills got beat by the Patriots 23-16. Give me the Patriots on the spread, bro. I'm taking the Bills to win, but give me +8. Patriots +8. What are we doing here? +8 points against a division rival. 8 points is a lot of damn points. Also, did you see the Bills punter got injured last week? He got absolutely fucking railed. Like, I'm talking absolutely demolished. Like, guy dove in to block a punt and just completely snapped his leg. It was horrendous. But I also believe the punter is the placeholder for the kicker when they go for field goals and stuff like that. So with him being injured, they're going to have a new guy placeholding for the kicker. That could cause some, mix up in chemistry between the kicker and the placeholder. Might affect Bills' field goals if they go for any, but I mean, they probably won't because they've got Josh Allen. He just fucking walks into the end zone whenever he feels like it. But yeah, man, I'm going Bills to win. Patriots +8. Give me that. Final game of the week. We got the Monday night game. Kansas City Chiefs traveling to Duval to play the Jacksonville Jaguars. Liam Cohen. Do you see him beefing the 49ers coaches last week? Keep my name out your mouth. Keep his name out your mouth. Key, you can start this one because I know you've got words for Liam Cohen. Who are you picking?
Robert Saleh would eat Liam Cohen alive. I don't think. Did you see the off like on topic but off topic? They asked Kyle Shanahan in an interview, who does he think could beat up Robert Saleh, out of any other head coach, coordinator, anything like that? And he said nobody, just me. Just himself.
That's a good answer.
But yeah, honestly, I think the Jags are so arse. If we had George and we had everybody, if Ricky didn't go down at halftime and we had everybody there, it was an easy dub. I think they're so poo. I think Trevor Lawrence is he's just there. He's never unbelievable and he's never terrible. He's just there. He's just mid. And honestly, I'm hoping the Chiefs win. I hate the Chiefs, but I want a Chiefs W. I want the Jags to be knocked right back down on the little pedestal that they're on, beating an injured Niners team, and go home, go bed. Jags.
Well, if this Jags team's so arse, how did they put up so many points on your defense last week? Because I thought your defense was the strong point of your team. I know the offense was injured, but that Travis Etienne run, come on, bro. You can't allow that. Where's Fred Warner? I thought he's supposed to be the best middle linebacker in the league. But why didn't he stop that run then? Now, that guy is ridiculous, though. He got another punch-out tackle, which I don't know how he's just such a fucking beast at them, bro. He leads the league in punch-out tackles. I don't know how he even acquired that skill. It's fucking ridiculous how good he is at it.
He got the franchise record with that forced punch-out.
I think he leads the league.
17.
So if he leads the league, he leads the Niners, because the Niners are part of the league.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he leads the league in punch-out tackles.
Oh, I don't know. I know he leads the Niners all time.
Oh, all time? Okay.
17, yeah.
I tried to get you on a technicality there, but you done me back. Q, who were you picking for this one?
I saw this game a little bit ago, and I was thinking this is definitely a room for a Jaguars upset. But I doubted Patrick Mahomes last week. I don't think I can do it again. And, me picking Patrick Mahomes this week, they'll probably flop and just completely not show up. But they did finally get Xavier Worthy back, and we saw how much better that makes them. So I'm going Chiefs on this one.
Yeah, that point right there is my entire point for this pick, really. Having Xavier Worthy back, you saw how different that offense was. I know it was a beat-up Ravens defense, and I mean, what did I do to deserve two teams with the two worst defenses in the league? Yeah, the offensive football is electrifying, but you watch any snap against us on defense, and I'm just praying that it's not a touchdown. But Xavier Worthy's back. He's looking great. And he's now in my fantasy football team, and he's starting this week against the Jags, which suggests I'm picking the Chiefs, and I definitely am. That rounds up our week 5 picks. Before we head out, I wanted to say something for the start of the game, which I completely forgot about back in the first game. Last week, the Niners played the Jags. Head coach and play caller Liam Cohen. Liam Cohen worked with Kyle Shanahan and Sean McVay on the same team back when they were all at the Bucs. So there's a good chance. Sean McVay obviously play caller for the Rams. There's a good chance this Niners defense are going to see a lot of the same plays that they saw from last week from Liam Cohen, because they all come from the same tree. That was a point that I wanted to mention for that first game of the week, but I forgot to say at the start. So we're putting it in at the end because I'm not going to edit it in the beginning of the episode because I have no fucking time to edit like that. Are you kidding me? I've got to go to work in like 6 hours. But yeah. Also, I picked up Matt Stafford in fantasy. Fucking balling out. His clone, whether he's a clone or not, he's balling out. Did you see him on Pat McAfee, by the way? Matt Stafford. And they spoke about the clone. Did you not see it, Key? Ah, bro, it was so funny. They didn't even ask him about it, and he just randomly said it himself, and he was like, yeah, my clone's balling out this year. Something like that, he said. Oh, man, what a guy. But that rounds up our Week 5 picks. Before we head off, this is a gambling show. Gamble responsibly. We need our gambling sponsor. So if you're watching this, hit me up. Contact email in the DM. We've got our Pick 6 parlay. Last year, the Pick 6 parlay was just us 3 picking 2 touchdown scorers each. We're going to switch it up a bit this year. We're going to have player props and spreads and money lines involved in there. Maybe even over-unders, as well as anytime touchdown scorers. Q, do you want to kick us off with your 2 picks for the Pick 6 parlay?
Yeah, I'm throwing it back to last year by only doing touchdown scorers, but these 2 guys have been doing very good this year. I see Jonathan Taylor getting one, and I was thinking about George Pickens, but if somebody's throwing him on his fantasy team, I might have to pivot and go with Garrett Wilson instead.
Wow. I'm going to obviously place this bet because it's, bet the boys Pick 6 parlay, but having to pick a touchdown scorer against my team is very heartbreaking. Key, who's your picks?
So, just a little insight, guys. We were doing this segment before we started recording. Me and Q had the same 2 people, so I switched it up, and Q's now switched up to one of my people. So I'm gonna take George Pickens and Alvin Kamara.
Are we being for real? What score do we think this Cowboys game's gonna be? Because Javonte Williams is one of my picks. We've picked 3 touchdown scorers from the same game. What are we doing here? This is going to be the highest scoring game of the week.
I was between Justin Fields and Garrett Wilson. And Q just took Garrett Wilson, so I'm just saying George Pickens.
I can't go Javonte Williams on top of Pickens and Garrett Wilson, can I?
You can.
It can.
You know what? Let me take off the Javonte Williams touchdown. That's going to be the only one that hits this week, by the way. I hope you know that. Let me put Patriots +8 on there. Patriots +8 on the spread. I'm taking a spread pick. Why? What's the...
I've just... I had such a great picture to show you for the Cleveland game, but I completely forgot, and that's killed me.
You can show us now. I won't edit it.
I was going to say the Cleveland team's just arse, and I recently found this.
I like Cleveland. I didn't even know Cleveland had balls. Is that Lonzo Ball? Oh, man. You see, one of my picks was going to be Rams -7 tonight, but with this video probably going out as the Rams game starts, we're going to avoid the Thursday night game. So our pick 6 so far is going to be Garrett Wilson anytime touchdown, George Pickens anytime touchdown, Jonathan Taylor and Alvin Kamara anytime touchdowns. We're going to go New England Patriots +8 on the spread. And for the final pick of the pick'em, do we run it back? Darren Waller anytime touchdown? I don't like it. I don't like it. Let me go Tampa Bay Buccaneers +3.5. I'll pick 2 spreads. I'll make it different since these guys want to go anytime touchdown scorers and all pick from the same game. We may as well have just done a same game parlay for the Cowboys game. Oh man, that is going to be 46-1. £5 returns £230. Don't mind it. Don't mind it. The pick 6 parlay has been placed. We'll be back next week to shout at whoever let us down. So, I think that's it for this episode. It's been a good one. I've had a good time today, man. I've enjoyed myself. on this one. If you've enjoyed the video watching it, make sure to like and subscribe. Don't be a divvy. Subscribe to the channel. Anything else to add, boys, as we sign off? Any final remarks, Key? No? Q?
As much as I hate ties, shout out to the 40-40 scoregami.
Is that a scoregami? Yeah. Okay, I rate it, and that's made me feel a lot better now about the tie. So, yeah, we'll be back next week to celebrate with all of the money that we'll be swimming in from this Pick 6 parlay, and also all the spread picks coming in. You love to see it. Spread them. Yeah. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the vibes. We'll catch us next time. Take it easy, people, man.